Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, you guys, today's video topic is going to be why are we as a society so lonely? Let's talk about it, and also let's talk about depression, anxiety while we're at it. I always get so many questions about that. So I'm going to open up about my anxiety, my depression, my struggles with it, what I do, and why are gay men and in general all of us so lonely as a society. I'm gonna talk about my thoughts, and I'm gonna just, start a discussion. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so let's talk about anxiety and depression. So I have anxiety. I don't have horrible anxiety, not all the time. It's come and gone. But every now and again, I do get anxious. And what I do for that is I just have to tell myself, this is gonna pass. Just kind of ignore it. And for me, it usually goes away. I don't have horrible anxiety, obviously. But for me, I do have this anxious feeling every now and again. It just, something triggers it. It can be anything. And I'm just like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And when I feel it happening, I just kind of have to just kind of like think about something else. Take myself out of the situation and just think of something else, or remove myself from that situation immediately. For me, my main struggle is depression. I'm gonna keep it super real with you guys. Anxiety comes and goes. It was I would say 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was really bad for a while. But it's sort of somewhat under control now when it comes to anxiety. For me, the depression is huge for me. It really is. I don't think I ever talked about how bad my depression really is on camera before. I mentioned I've had depression before, but it's never been like a huge thing. And a lot of you might be surprised by that, because I come across in my videos so bubbly and so animated and have so much energy. And that is true. I don't fake it. That's really me. I'm very giggly and really bubbly personality. But I also don't like to film when I'm depressed. And one thing that's helped me manage my depression, and this is not a healthy thing, this is what I do, is I like to eat and I like to shop. That helps my depression. One thing that really, really helps is diet soda and then ice cream. And I know that kind of sounds really like stupid to say that, but I'm just being honest. Like, that's what helps me. I eat a bowl of ice cream every day. I know that sounds like I'm taking the piss, but I'm being serious. Like, that's what helps me for my depression, because I don't want to be on antidepressants. I don't. I really don't want to be on antidepressants. That's just a choice that I have chosen that I don't want to do. If that works for you, great. But for me, that's something I don't want to do. So for me, if I eat a bowl of ice cream, or at least half a bowl of ice cream every day or every other day, or mostly every day, like, I honestly don't feel depressed the rest of that day. I don't. And that just personally helps me. And also a glass or half a glass of diet soda. I like Sprite Zero, because caffeine irritates me, like my gallbladder. So I like to do Sprite Zero. It's 0 sugar and 0 caffeine. So Sprite Zero. But anyway, yeah, so Sprite Zero, and then I do half a bowl or a bowl of ice cream every day or every other day, depending on how I need it or whatever how much I need. And for the rest of that day, I'm fine. And I just try to avoid things that stress me out. Yeah, so that's what I do that helps me. And I know that might sound superficial for some of you, like, oh, really? You're gonna give people advice, eat ice cream? I'm just saying that's what works for me. You find something that works for you and do it, okay? These video diaries are all about me just being super real and telling you what my opinions are and what works for me. And let me know what works for you when it comes to anxiety and depression. What works for you? Because different things work for different people. So yeah, I know it might come across really stupid, like, oh my God, eat ice cream, you feel better. But it makes me feel so much, like, I'll be honest, like today, I woke up and I felt like I was in a shit mood. Everything was annoying me. I was in a horrible mood. You know that saying, you woke up at the wrong side of the bed? Like, literally. I ate a half a bowl of ice cream today. I feel great. I'm ready to film. Took my bath after my ice cream. I feel great. I'm ready to film and upload and have a good rest of the day. So that helps me. But again, that might not work for everybody. So find what works for you. Anyway, you guys, so that's for depression and anxiety. So now let's talk about loneliness. So am I lonely? sometimes. The older I've gotten, the more I do enjoy my own company, and the more that I don't feel like I need a lot of friends and people around me. I live with my parents. I always have. I probably always will. I've made peace with that. I kind of always will, I think. I don't want to live alone. That's not something I want to do. I like to live with my parents. I'm really close to them. They're my best friends. And I'm comfortable living with my parents. So that might be weird for some of you guys that I'm 35 and live with my parents. But some of you guys say that you live with your parents too. And if it works, it works. And a lot of people, like, they can't do that and they leave at the 18. I totally get that. And I've thought about moving out on my own, but I don't like waking up and being alone. It's not my vibe. I don't have, I can't, I've never really found a roommate that I can trust. That's why I don't really have like a roommate. So my parents are perfect. Yeah. So I live with them. And we're really, really close. So why not, right? So yeah, I live with my parents. So I'm never alone for more than a couple of hours. Of course, if they're out doing things, I'm alone, whatever. Or if I'm out of the house, then they're here and I'm there, I'm, at the shop or running errands. But that's fine. A couple hours is fine, but I don't like living alone. There's a difference. Coming home to an empty apartment or house, for me, has never really worked for me. And of course, some people have pets. Pets aren't my thing. I mean, I love other people's pets, but I'm not really a pet person for me. Like, I don't really want a dog or a cat. It's just, I wasn't raised with pets, so pets aren't my thing. Plus, I have allergies to, like, pretty much everything. Because I have, like, Bath & Body Works shower gel, like, for some reason, and scrub. I can usually do that, but a lot of things give me allergies, like dust, pollen, dander. I know there are hyperallergenic pets, but, Anyway, you guys, so, but yeah, and if you are lonely, get a pet. If it works for you, that's great. Get a cat, get a dog, or get a guinea pig, or get a lizard, or whatever, like, works for you. Get it, work it. Or a spider. I know some people have pet spiders and pets, whatever, like, whatever works for you. Okay. Anyway, just make sure that you legally can have that pet, because I know different states are different. Like, some states you can't legally own certain animals. So check before you, because you don't want to break any laws, girl. That's not cute, girl. Convict, no ma'am. We don't break rules in this channel. We're a law-abiding citizens in this channel, girl. Wearing my Clueless shirt. I got this from Urban Outfitters a couple years back. Such a cute shirt. I love Clueless. One of my favorite movies of all time. So bomb. So 90s. And live for Alicia Silverstone. Ugh. What a babe. Love that. Anyway, so what else? So why are we lonely as a society? Because a lot of people think it's because we're always on our phones. A part of it. I mean, social media definitely is good and bad. Like, when you're constantly scrolling on TikTok nonstop, like, honestly, sometimes, like, I'll be on, I don't have a TikTok account, but, like, I'll see it on Instagram or Facebook or something, and I'll be like, ooh, and I'm like, oh god, I need to stop. Or YouTube Shorts. A lot of TikToks are on YouTube Shorts, and you'll be scrolling and you're like, oh my god, it's been like half an hour. Oh my god, you know what I mean? I had to stop that. It's really addicting and it's fun, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm a homebody. A lot of us are homebodies, because when I mentioned it a couple days ago, a lot of you guys were saying, oh, I'm a homebody too. And when you're a homebody, you can be lonely, especially if you don't really have, like, people you're close to. And this leads to the other thing I was talking about, the friendship thing. So I don't really have any friends. Of course, I have my Diva Squad. I love you guys. But I'm saying, like, friends and, that I hang out with and stuff in real life. I've made a conscious decision in the last couple of years to really not really have any. It just, there's always something that happens. I feel the typical cycle is I meet somebody, I think they're really, really cool. And then after a while, they do something to me that is a betrayal, or things that they do annoy me, or both. And then it just kind of, either that, or when I was younger, there's, like, people that, like, you just kind of, like, they live their lives, and, like, your lives just separate, and that happens too. So, I don't know. And I'm not really into casual friends. Like, I'm, like, all or nothing. That's just me. Like, I want to either have somebody that I hang out with all the time, or nothing. I'm not somebody that wants to have a friend that I see twice a year. So that's not really my vibe. That's another reason why I don't really, like, I either want, like, a best friend and we hang out, like, once a week, we have lunch, we go to the movies, we go shopping, like, that kind of thing, that kind of vibe, or nothing. I don't know, I'm just like that. I don't know. Let me know if you're like that or you're different. Because a lot of people, when I talk to them, they're fine with having like a friend, a really good friend, but then they're fine with having like a bunch of friends that see like maybe once a year, every couple of years, like catch up. That's not me. That to me feels kind of fake to me. I don't like that. I don't know. Just it doesn't really feel like I don't want somebody that okay, I see you once a year and then like we just catch up for an hour or two and then I see you in a couple of years. It's not a friendship, in my opinion. That's just like BS. That's just my personal opinion. I get it, people have lives, so then if you have lives, then cut it out. Like, move on. You know what I mean? Like, people who like back in the olden days, like you just like a pen pal. It's like, girl, I don't know. I feel like after a while, if you don't hang out with them on a regular basis, like, what's the point? I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's probably another reason why. I'm maybe kind of picky also, but it's fine. I'm cool. I don't really want any friends. I'm kind of cool. Like 3 years ago, I was like, oh, I want a friend. I want a few friends. Honestly, I've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. I get it, the t-shirt. Okay. I'm so silly. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, you know, that kind of thing. That expression. Had friends, had good times. Don't regret anything. Had a really good time and met some really cool people in the past, but you know, whatever, but like, you know, had some cool experiences. Of course, not everyone was cool, but that's a whole different story. but yeah, you know, I'm cool. I'm actually, honestly, I feel like I'm much happier being my own friend, to really be honest. I really am. And the older I get, you know, I mean, the more I realize that, like, I'm happy being my own best friend. I really am. And do I get lonely sometimes? I don't really think I get lonely. The last year, I don't really get lonely because I can always go on different apps and talk to people for a night. And that usually what happens, like I'll have a conversation on the phone with somebody for a night, sometimes a couple days, excuse me, and it works out great. But then they either ghost me or I have to ghost them because I find out that they're crazy, you know, something like that. And by then, and I'm fine. I have my little interaction out of the way, and that's fine. You know, and if I meet somebody who isn't crazy and we has time and we can hang out, and that's cool, and I trust, and that's great. I'm fine with that. It's just there's usually what happens is I meet somebody and then they just kind of they just do stuff that's shady, or like I don't agree with certain things they're doing, and it's like with me, I don't want to like, it's hard to explain. Like, I don't like, because I feel like in the past, when I've told people, hey, I don't really like how you live your life, it's really offensive, right? So they get mad, and fair enough. And then they're just like, I'm outie. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I love how everything's going to Clueless. This is not planned, but I talk like Cher anyway, so it's like, yeah. I'm like, outie. Bye. No, like, they're just like, peace out. And I'm the same way. Like, if you told me, oh, I don't like how you live your life, I'd be like, bitch, fuck up. You know what I mean? So I get it. But like, I also get really annoyed really easily by people. Like, to keep it real. So like, I don't know, maybe it's meant to be. It's meant to be. I'm just like meant to be my own best friend, girl. And you know, like I said, I'm cool people. Like, I'm really sociable. Like, if you ever see me in the street, like, come and say hi. We'll have a chit chat and a little kiki. I'm cool. We'll take a selfie if that's what you want. Like, whatever. But like, that hasn't happened in years though. Like, back in the day, I would get recognized. Now I never get recognized. Although I never leave the house though. But anyway, this is getting different tangents here. But let me wrap this up here. Let's just turn it all around, wrap it up. But I just love talking to you guys. It's fun. Oh my god, this is so random. This doesn't really have anything to do with the video, but I'm just gonna say it. But like, have you ever like pretended that you were on a TV show? Kind of like the Truman Show. Like, Truman didn't even know he was on a show. But like, with me, sometimes I pretended like I'm on a TV show. And like, I don't know. Like, I'm on a #1 hit TV show, either on Netflix or it could be on like anything, like cable. It could be on network TV. When I was younger, I guess it was a network, right? But now that we're like, nowadays, like it'd be like a Netflix show or like Hulu or a Paramount. But knowing me, my show will be on Netflix and it'll be the most streamed of the year. Yes, the most streamed hours ever. I'm the star of the show, and it's just like in my life. My life is so boring though. I don't know. Anyway, guys, this is really getting off topic, but I guess it kind of goes together, like, you know, I don't know. It somewhat goes together, right? I don't know. I love these little vlogs. It was fun. And you guys are loving them too. So I want to keep doing them. But this is 15 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here. But yeah, I think this is good. A good place to stop. So yeah, thumbs up, likes, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are about everything I said. And do you get lonely? Do you have a cure for loneliness? Are you somebody that like likes your own company? You don't really want a lot of friends? The older I've gotten, the more I'm like that. It's basically what I'm trying to say here. Is I kind of enjoy my own company more. And when I was younger, I felt like I needed to do things with people. I do feel like when it comes to traveling, I personally couldn't travel alone. Maybe when I'm older, I'll feel differently. But now, that's why I don't really travel. I do my little like here and there, like week here, week there. But I don't like to do like, it's not my favorite thing to do. You know, I don't mind meeting somebody there. You know, you know, whatever. But like, I don't like to. I don't know. I feel like the last couple of years, I'm starting to kind of be more comfortable with it. But 3-4 years ago, I was not into that. I was like, oh, girl, no. If I don't have any friends, I'm gonna stay at home all day. But like, I'll be honest, I prefer shopping alone. I do. And there are certain things I don't mind doing alone, you know? And the older I get, the more I'm gonna start doing that. Like, there are certain things that I've been wanting to do, and I've been waiting for someone to do it with, and I'm honestly gotten to the point I'm just gonna say screw it. Like, I've been wanting to go to museums for like last 2-3 years, and I'm like, oh, let's go. It never ends up happening. So next time I want to go to the museum, I'm just gonna go. Hell with it. Or the zoo. I went to the zoo a couple years ago, but I want to go again, so I might go again one day if I feel like it, or bowling or whatever. From now on, if I want to do something, I'm just gonna do it. If I want to do it badly enough, I'm just gonna do it myself. Screw it. I'm not gonna wait for anybody anymore to do something with, and that's one thing I've also learned. But yeah, anyway, you guys, I've rambled on long enough. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye, guys.